A pointed speech today from Russian President Vladimir Putin condemning the U.S. and the West for supporting Ukraine. Putin also announcing during his State of the Nation address, Russia will temporarily suspend its involvement in a critical nuclear arms agreement with the U.S., raising concerns that Russia could restart nuclear testing. Meanwhile, Putin's announcement comes as President Joe Biden calls on NATO allies to stand strong with Ukraine tonight. ABC's Justin Finch has the latest from Washington.
One day after President Biden's unprecedented trip to Ukraine, Biden stopping Kyiv, marking the first time in modern history a U.S. president has visited a war zone where the U.S. has no military presence. Today, Russia's President Vladimir Putin appearing to fire back in his State of the Nation address.
Совсем рядом.
While not mentioning Biden by name, Putin blasts the U.S. and NATO allies, falsely accusing them of starting the war and saying Russia is using force in an effort to stop it.
Putin thought Ukraine was weak and the West was divided. He thought he could outlast us. I don't think he's thinking that right now.
По защите Донбасса.
Putin also announcing Russia is temporarily holding off participating in the New START nuclear arms treaty, the Obama-era nuclear arms reduction agreement between Russia and the U.S.
The announcement by Russia that it's suspending participation in New START is deeply unfortunate and irresponsible. We'll be watching carefully.
Putin's announcement heightening concerns about its nuclear weapons intentions as its war with Ukraine marks 1 year this week. President Biden not reacting to Putin's remarks at the start of a meeting with Polish President Duda.
We have to have security in Europe. It's that basic, that simple, that consequential.
Duda and Biden in Poland discussing efforts to support Ukraine and fortify NATO allies' defenses. And Putin's speech came just hours before President Biden's address in Poland, where Biden said to rally support for Ukraine from ally nations and from the U.S. The White House also underscoring that Biden's speech is not meant to signal a head-to-head with Putin. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.